Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, November 28, 2022. Loved ones tend to be more cooperative than usual today, with your sectors of soul emphasized and in harmony. The moon spends the day in your privacy sector, and you may need some time to regroup and collect yourself. Jupiter's recent direct turn can increase your confidence and joy. Your general outlook and stores of optimism strengthen. Occurring in your resources sector, you have good reason for more confidence with money, resources, and talents in the weeks ahead. Something turns a corner. Your faith in your abilities and skills increases. A money block or delay might lift. You're also a little more faithful and courageous about growing a business. Even so, Mars remains retrograde, and in a general sense, it's best to go slow and do things a little differently and creatively. Good news and good vibes are igniting the heavens above. This is because mental Mercury is warping into hyperdrive in your solar 11th house of friendships, communities, and groups. Fun, games, events, and socializing are all here for the taking. Singles should use this festive energy to update their dating profiles and connect digitally with new options or suitors, as Mercury is the planet of technology and communication. However, don't just wait for them to come to you. Be direct and on top of it. Love does not sleep or wait. Love is an action. Watch what you say and when you say it. As the moon in Capricorn squares Chiron retrograde in Aries, you might find that today is the perfect day to work on your communication skills with coworkers. Luna is currently highlighting your hidden talents and weaknesses, which may come up in how you present yourself in conversation. Instead of being somewhat defensive or shutting down, challenge yourself to improve as your workplace discussions unfold. Accept responsibility for something said, apologize if necessary, and speak up with confidence. Use this transit as a learning curve. At the same time that Jupiter is spending his first weekend back in direct motion in your income sector, Neptune is spending his last retrograde motion here. The planets of luck and dreams are still working as a team, but just days after the Sun ended all planetary activity on the career front for the year, they are taking a divide and conquer approach when it comes to moving forward while making sure no stone has been left unturned. With today's astral energy at play, you might feel driven by a cause. Just don't let it drive you crazy. The urge to fix things, and even people, can lead you down a path of frustration. Take the time and do some kind of exercise that creates a meditative state. Repetitive exercise such as yoga or a series of laps on a track can give you the distance that you need. You will feel more at peace with yourself, too. Welcome to the vibration of this ambitious day. Today's the day to make things really happen on the work scene, as your dedication and drive will be quite enhanced. You generally have plenty of this already, but with this extra boost, there won't be anything that will get in the way of your goals. Be sure you have a clear picture of where you're going and what you want to accomplish to help you along today. Further, ensure that all monetary aspects are taken care of, as well. Just having the moon in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart over the weekend is an invitation to slow down, but this could also speak to a deeper need. This is the moon's last visit before the sun returns to begin the month-long wind down of your old solar year, something that might have you yearning for more than just one day in the slow lane. Away from the noise of the working week and before another busy week begins, this is a chance to reflect back on where you could have managed your time more wisely so that when you need to, you can put yourself first. While today's nostalgic and reflective lunar vibes are an invitation to slow down over the weekend, they are also a taste of things to come. A sense of nostalgia in the air today is a window into the experience when Venus, the planet of love, returns to take your heart on a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane early next month. With Mars in retrograde motion in your romantic sector, the doors are already open to the past and second chances. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings an element of swiftness and response. The day starts intense, with a ton of energy swirling around. Remember that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. You planted the seeds a while back, so go ahead and jump into your destiny. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. You're a soldier. Ask yourself exactly who and what you're willing to fight for. That is exactly where you need to focus your time and attention. It might even require you to cut unwanted things and people from your life. You'll feel encouraged to stick to your commitments and rebel against the system. It's going to require you to stand up for yourself in many areas of your life. Today is not a good day for financial adventures. You are being somewhat sluggish and aren't at all creative. Refrain from starting ambitious projects. You don't have the necessary willpower to conclude them successfully. Wait for better times, because if you try to force things through now, they will backfire. You've done what you needed to do, and you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. Be proud of yourself. This evening, let yourself chillax with some wonderful food, conversation, and company. In the morning, the Capricorn moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, provoking insecurity. Conflicts emerge. Our ability to care for ourselves or others is called into question. We may be willing to rise to the occasion and assume the management process, but fears of inadequacy give us pause. In our past, we were belittled for taking a strong, assertive approach. We had to learn how to temper our emotions to get what we need, but employing more reserved tactics may not serve us well at this moment. For now, we must face this challenge without the promise of a win, which can be anxiety-inducing. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. It's essential to ask yourself if your actions are always necessary. Often you feel as if you have to prove yourself to your colleagues and without reason may use questionable means to achieve this by opposing suggestions they make. Try to remain helpful and cooperative. Projects work out much better. Mid-afternoon, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, allowing us to loosen up and go with the flow. Sudden shakeups to work, routines, or resources prompt us to approach our problems in new ways. Disruptions such as these would ordinarily bother us, but they now offer a chance to stop thinking so much about ourselves and focus on the task at hand. The known is what is presently causing us grief, this idea that we are incapable of overcoming our personal failings. The unknown, however, is full of possibility. Switching up our agendas and breaking from bad habits is liberating and frees us from self-consciousness. We will likely be met with serendipity in the later part of the day. Chance meetings, surprising turn of events, or unexpected opportunities are only a few of fate's possible manifestations.